McIlravy the 5th seed, Abas the 2nd seed.
Should prove to be quite a match here. Freshman from Iowa against a sophomore from Fresno State. Young wrestlers dominating these weight classes, and Abas, a beautiful leg shot, double leg, takes him down, immediately lets him go. Said in his interview that he wanted to make it a battle on the feet.
And Abas now leading 2-1.
Beautiful snap by Abas and followed up beautifully by a leg shot double. Gets a second takedown now. You might want to hold on to him a little bit here, build up some riding time before turning him loose.
4-1 now, the lead for Abas. Only 49 seconds gone here in the first period, 2:11 left. Abas of Fresno State, McIlravy of Iowa. Jeff, these two freshmen we've seen in the last two matches. As McIlravy gets another escape, score 4-2. These two freshmen, little inexperience starting to show in just this final match because they hadn't shown it leading up to this.
Well, certainly the experience level in the finals is great, but it is just a sophomore in Abas, and what's very impressive is his setups. He's getting to the leg uncontested, and that makes it easy to finish. That's his 3rd takedown now. He's up now 6-2.
6-2 the lead now for Abas over McIlravy. What does McIlravy got to do here, Jeff? Just whittle away at this lead?
He needs to start being more aggressive on his feet. He's sitting there waiting, and Abas, being the aggressor, he's proactive. He is forcing the Iowa wrestler to react to him. Once you set that kind of pattern, you can pick and choose your opportunities, and Abas is doing that with perfection. He is slicing the Iowa wrestler apart, getting easy takedowns.
Well, Abas from a very surprising program. I know in talking to him earlier, you were quite impressed with the job they've done there at Fresno State.
Really, it used to be San Luis Obispo. UCLA had a good program for a while, but it's Cal State Fullerton had a good program, but it's Fresno State now. And Abas was quite proud of the fact that all the wrestlers on the Fresno team are from California. Tremendous pride in that fact.
1 minute to go here in the first period. Abas maintaining his 6-2 lead over McIlravy of Iowa.
And he is showing great poise, even in the top position where he said he didn't want to really wrestle.
McIlravy getting another 1 point on the escape.
And what I see here is he's built up riding time. He now has 1:15. And I think he wanted to let him go where he had enough time to try and get 1 more takedown. Let's see if he can work that head snap again to get to the legs of the Iowa wrestler. And there it is.
2 takedown.
Beautiful technique.
8-3 now the lead for Abas of Fresno State over McIlravy of Iowa.
He wants to ride him out now and not get in trouble. He can always let him go. He's just going to hang on to this leg now, try to kill the last 10 seconds.
Though only 1 year in eligibility difference between these two wrestlers.
Oh, and he might get caught on his back. No back points, though. And that's probably his coach is screaming at him over there. Don't get in trouble in the top position. Let him go. Give up 1, not 2. Head coach Dan Gable shouting encouragement to his young freshman.
Good reminder for Abas of Fresno State there of concentration even down to the last seconds.
Probably just trying to hang on, kill time. You take yourself out of that aggressive mode. Changes things. It's almost like a prevent defense. You've seen enough of that, and all of a sudden the offense comes to life for the other team.
8-5 now with that escape from McIlravy of Iowa. Abas leading from Fresno State.
If he did not give up that reversal, that would have been the match. And McIlravy comes back with a beautiful double leg of his own. That will knot the score at 8-8. However, Abas does have riding time.
Abas has the riding time at 1:43 seconds, but McIlravy does have the starting top position, chooses to let him go with the escape. It is now 9-8, Abas of Fresno State.
And it seems as though McIlravy is getting more physical now. When he takes a tie-up, he isn't just checking out what's going on. He's actually trying to do something to the Fresno State wrestler.
Very little feeling out in these first two periods between these two wrestlers. This has been let's go at it and let's go for the legs the entire time.
Great action.
Near headbutt there by McIlravy on Abas of Fresno State. McIlravy in the legs.
Nothing yet. Abas trying to counter. As long as he ties up the legs, he's going to be all right here. Good call by the official. Great call by the official. Mark Piven from New York. The assistant, Henry Marsh.
And an injury timeout for Abas of Fresno State, who has the lead here with 50 seconds to go in the second period, 9-8 over Lincoln McIlravy of Iowa. Not only does he have the lead, Abas also enjoys still a minute and 43 seconds of riding time advantage.
Abas seemed to lose his concentration when McIlravy came back in that early second period, letting him go and taking him down right away. He might have sustained a little bit of an injury here, but certainly this break will allow him to collect his thoughts and get himself back together to start combat again. But you have to be impressed with McIlravy, and by the judgment of the crowd, anytime an Iowa wrestler's opponent takes a timeout for any reason, they think it's for fatigue.
Well, Abas off to a hot, good lead early, has let McIlravy right back into this match. Abas leading 9-8 with the advantage in riding time, but it has been almost all McIlravy here for the last minute and a half of this first period. 30 seconds to go now.
That snap down is what allowed Abas all those good leg shots. Great sequence there. Beautiful attack and counterattack. Abas in on a single now.
15 seconds. Seven seconds to go now in the second period. Abas still maintains the 9-8 lead with the riding time advantage of a minute 43.
And that's going to do it. They'll wait for the third now.
One more two-minute period to go.
And it does look as though Abas is fatigued. He's breathing heavily. Mouth is open.
Gerry Abas of Fresno State has the 9-8 lead going in these last 2 minutes over Lincoln McIlravy, the true freshman out of Iowa.
McIlravy lets him go deliberately, trying to set up a takedown battle again. Perhaps he feels his conditioning is much stronger and he will eventually win this. But Abas, beautiful job. Securing a single, he changes it to a double now. He'll extend his lead now to 12-8, and he's building up riding time again.
And would have seemed to have done a little job of playing possum on McIlravy, acting like he was fatigued, little stiff-legged, a little slow. McIlravy gave him an opening, and he took it.
That's going to be a warning for just hanging on in the top position. Doesn't cost him a point. Oh, and he's going to call a timeout. This does look more and more now like fatigue than anything else.
Abas trailing or leading 12-8 over McIlravy.
It does appear, though, that McIlravy there, when he let him go, became too aggressive. And when you become too aggressive, you allow your opponent a bunch of different openings because of your aggressiveness. And Abas obviously has the technical skill to exploit those openings. And when you say playing possum, I think it was both a combination of McIlravy being a little too aggressive and Abas having the talent, even though fatigued, to be able to finish it.
Jeff, with a minute and 25 seconds to go and functionally basically a 5-point lead Abas is enjoying right now. Does McIlravy need to stick him? Does he need to pin him to win this? Or can he get points that fast?
He still has enough time to be able to escape, take down Abas, and then let him go and take him down again.
Abas gave him the escape on that last position, so it is now 12-9 Abas. Abas enjoying a 2-minute and 1 second advantage on riding time.
In 7 seconds, well, they did give him an escape.
Yes.
12-9. 12-9. Nice single, McIlravy.
Got both.
No points yet. 2 for McIlravy.
12-11, 50 seconds to go in the third period.
And he'll let him go. This is what he wanted now. He can tie the match up.
13-11.
He'll actually have to do it twice because of riding time. Riding time is secured. There it is.
Reversal. 2 points. Score is tied now at 13-all with 40 seconds to go. But Abas still has the advantage with 1 minute and 52 seconds of riding time. So he does lead 14-13.
But you can bet McIlravy's just going to turn him loose. And this is to put the match into overtime. The winner of this takedown will probably win the match.
14-13, advantage to Abas. 25 seconds to go in the third period.
Abas should use this offensively and not get called for a stalemate. Potentially dangerous, it's called. 21 seconds remain. McIlravy needs this to tie it.
Abas with the 1-point lead at 14-13 and the riding time, trying to defend his lead.
McIlravy was just given a point. If he takes him down, it's all over, and that's going to do it.
That's
McIlravy up by a point.
No time left. The true freshman, Lincoln McIlravy of Iowa, is the 1993 champion at 142 pounds. What a match.
Phenomenal. This is what wrestling is. We saw all kinds of strategy out there. Takedowns, counters, and the crowd loves it. Lincoln, congratulations. You're only the second true freshman ever to win a national title.
Well, thanks a lot, Jeff. I felt good once I got warmed up good and decided that, hey, this is my last shot at it this year, you know. And no save nothing for nothing, you know. So.
Well, it seemed that you might have started out slower. Abas was really hot. He was really getting into your legs, taking you down rather easily. How did you feel at that point, and how did you turn it around?
I felt scared, and I knew I'd have to change my tactics. I wasn't moving my feet. I was a little nervous, I think, coming out. And that was my goal, is to not be nervous, but I guess I kind of couldn't help it. And I got out there, I couldn't move my feet. But once I got going, once I got warmed up, he got kind of tired. I felt like I could take it to him then.
How important is Dan Gable, a legend at grinding down opponents and coming back, mean to you?
He's the ultimate, man, because I looked over there, and I was down by a lot, and he still believed in me. He was still saying, get in there and get a takedown, get another one, get another one. Where a lot of coaches would go, what are you going to do? You're way behind, you know?
Well, congratulations, a great effort out there. Best match so far.
Thanks. Thanks very much.